Hello everyone, Jorden Tales here, and I have a very interesting informational video for you. Ever since patch 0.20 came out for Path of Exile 2, I've been curious about a particular mechanic introduced in this patch, strong boxes. In particular, I wanted to focus on researchers' strong boxes and unique strong boxes to have a better understanding of the kind of profit I can expect from this mechanic. I have a few reasons for this decision to focus on these two. Upon initial testing, I quickly outlined the benefits of each of the three strong boxes available for focused targeting on the Atlas skill tree. These are the ornate, researchers, and cartographers strong boxes, respectively. Large strong boxes, which have an implicit quantity bonus, and jeweler strong boxes, which only drop accessories and jewels, could not be target farmed as they have no nodes in the Atlas tree. Upon testing, it was evident that the base appearance rate for each type of strongbox is independent of the number of strongboxes in your map. In other words, even if you have 5 strongboxes appear in one map, you might not get a single cartographer's strongbox in that map, but you may get 2 or 3 researchers' boxes. As a famous Path of Exile player once said, 300% of 0 is 0. Therefore, I quickly eliminated cartographers' strongboxes as a candidate to farm or study. They're simply too rare, even rarer than unique strongboxes. I'll demonstrate that later in the video. The decision then came between ornate and researchers strongboxes, which appear to have similar appearance rates, with researchers having a slightly higher chance to appear, at least in my estimation. In short, ornate strongboxes appear to be the same as regular strongboxes, but have an implicit item rarity bonus to all its drops, in addition to any further rarity modifiers you may roll on it. This means they can drop almost any type of item, so a drop slot may be taken by a totally worthless equipment drop or something of that nature. Over a long period of time, this results in an overall lower chance to get currency from ornate boxes, and until crafting becomes better, it's not a worthwhile investment to farm, in my opinion. So my decision was to focus on research the strong boxes. After deciding on the main box to study, I decided to also include any unique strong boxes I will find into the results. Initially, when the patch came out, I did not consider unique strong boxes a reliable farming method. They just seemed too rare. However, once I put points into the mechanic to conduct this research, there was a noticeable spike in how often I was seeing them. Over a large number of maps, I quickly discovered that the base appearance rate for unique strongboxes appears to be higher than some regular strongboxes even, such as cartographers and jewelers boxes. In fact, they are even more common than sacred wisps, unique essences, and rogue exiles are carrying any sort of valuable item. The other mechanics introduced on patch 2.0, 0.2.0, I suspect the developers wanted to ensure people did not get too many unlucky strikes with this specific mechanic. Finally, anyone farming researchers boxes may reasonably skip any other common type, but they will never skip a unique box. There are simply too much value, too much dopamine. So it's more realistic to catalog how often you can expect to find a juicy dopamine boost. Now that I have my targets, it was time to open 100 of them. I set some controls for this study in order to simulate a currency farming player who wanted to open as many boxes as possible while maximizing other returns from their maps. The controls that I put in place are as follows. Number one, all maps were to be level 79 or more. It, in the end, about 80% were level 80, with a few 79, a few 81s, and a few 82s here and there. Atlas skill tree was number two. Atlas skill tree was to be fully specced into boxes with a total of 448% increased chance for boxes to appear. This is with ecological shift included. Number three, upon finding a researcher's box, the same method will be applied to all boxes. For normal boxes, I would transmute, augment, and regal. For magic boxes, I would augment and regal. For rare boxes, I would open the box as is. The intent was to gather results from the average rare box, not a min-max slant one. This would yield a more accurate statistic overall. Number four, no effort will be made to fully clear a map to search for missed boxes. The average map size and the fact that boxes only visible when you're very close meant that we would only open boxes we came across normally through map clearing while searching for rares or other mechanics to clear the map. Over a large number of maps, this actually means more boxes open per hour, except for a very small percentage of players with enough move speed to quickly explore a map without losing too much time. We're talking 200 plus. Number five, boxes that open twice as a result of the 15% chance to be reopenable were counted as separate boxes. Another reading of this note is simply 15% more boxes found in your maps. Number six, only currency that dropped directly from the box would be counted. Things like runes, transmutes, augments, sanctum, ultimatum, keys would not be counted. Perhaps in the future these items will become valuable, but currently they are just too common to make any impact on this study. Suffice to say, lots of those currency were dropped though. In addition, a significant amount of valuable currency dropped from monsters spawned by the boxes, like extra rares. However, this is too variable to properly study. Uh, Generally speaking, I estimate I made a roughly 50% extra currency from the monsters. So for each two exalted, I made one out of those monsters that spawned from the box. With the controls in place, it was time to conduct my experiment. Before I share the results with you, please take a moment to consider liking this video and subscribing to my channel if you'd like to see more of this type of content. I truly enjoy making these videos, but it's very time consuming and I have a very busy week. Uh, let's just say that. And it would certainly give me some motivation to uh, stay up at night editing these videos. Now, uh, let's go ahead and see the results. So here is the result summary, and I'm gonna go quickly through these. So out of 100 boxes, this is what we dropped: 32 Exalted Orbs, 30 Regal Orbs, 9 Alchemy Orbs, 7 Val Orbs, 6 Chaos Orbs, 3 unique items. Those came from the unique boxes. 1 Annulment Orb and 1 Divine Orb. Uh, the estimated drop probability per box is as follows. Out of each box, you can get about 32% chance to get Exalted, 30% Regal, 9% Alchemy, 7% Val, 6 Chaos, 3% something shiny like a unique, 1% Annulment, 1% Divine. Uh, I would suspect over over perhaps 1,000 boxes that this exalted orb chance would probably go down to 30, uh, and then both of them would share the probability, and then I would probably expect uh, alchemy, Eval, and chaos orb chances to normalize around 7%. I'm guessing this, but I would probably say is a good guess to think that they normalize the drop rates for certain categories of items. So I think uh, alchemy, Vol, and chaos are probably around 6 to 7%, and then divine and annulment orbs are probably around uh, 1%, maybe a little bit less. Uh, Now, aside from this study, I've opened, I would say, roughly about 500 researchers' strong boxes, and I've gotten about five divine orbs and maybe two or three annulment orbs. So this this probability seems consistent anecdotally as well as per data. So I think I have a very confident, high level confidence in this result. Now, on average, you can expect about maybe one or less than one item out of these items per box. And here's what's really interesting. Uh, we had about a 6% chance uh, of our boxes be unique, which is actually very high. And there's two exciting results out of this study. Number one, the binary chance is very good as compared to, I don't know, other other methods of dropping those. And number two, the probability of your box just coming across a unique box when you're fully spec is, in my opinion, is very high. 5% chance in this type of game is crazy good. Uh, if you have any amount of experience farming and mapping, you would know that this is very good. And the reason I say five is I fully believe the 6% chance is just a lucky fluke, and also uh, I'm accounting the fact that I have a 30% chance increase unique box drop rate. So uh, so it's fair to say, or fair to conclude that uh, the chance is more realistically around five. Now, uh, this is further enhanced by the fact that you're spawning so many. When fully spec, you're spawning so many extra boxes per map, and you're rolling so much more uh, that you will just see more of them. But uh, what I'm trying to say, I guess, is uh, so 5% uh, is it's per box, right? So the more boxes you spawn in your map, the more of these per map you will see. So it's you gotta remember it's not 5% per map, it's per box. So if you're only seeing one or less box a map, uh, let's say you're seeing one strong box per map, you're not spec'd into it, uh, you only see 5% of your maps have a strong box. That's not good. However, if you're seeing 3 to 5 strong boxes per map, now this suddenly looks a lot better. It looks a lot better. So uh, So this I believe, or I not believe, but I would say, or I would offer that if you fully commit to this mechanic, this chance is insanely good. If you don't, this chance is perhaps not very good. So that's the important distinction I will make there. Here's a visualization. This is a illustration of our results per 100 with the counts. You can see there. Uh, you know, that's a very high chance to get a divine out of these. Uh, just based on compared to like a regular monster and and even a boss. Uh, I think this is very good. For example, in the time that I've dropped 5 divine orbs from researchers' strong boxes, I've dropped only 1 divine orb from a boss, and maybe 3 from rare monsters. So I think that right there gives you a good comparison or illustration of just how humongous this actually is, at least for the divine orbs. Uh, Honestly, the other stuff is a little disappointing, but I don't want to draw too many conclusions as I'm not a veteran or an expert in what's really a high drop rate for the other stuff. But I am very confident in saying that the amount of divine orbs that you can get out of these boxes is very it's competitive. I would say this is just a same probability than uniques. Uh, I can also briefly show you the individual results. This is all just boring, but this is just individual tallies with the individual uniques highlighted. One thing I will highlight of this is that the special the unique strong boxes with the corrupted unique seem to be way more common than any other type of strong box. I'm not sure why, because they are blacksmith strong boxes, so they're not even normal strong boxes. Uh, it's kind of odd, but they seem to appear at least twice as much as any other ones. Uh, right after that is the one that revives a rare, and then right after that I would say it's the ventures, and then the rest. So uh, that right there concludes uh, the results of the researchers research. I hope you found this information interesting. Uh, this is not meant to uh, sway you or to push you to uh, spec into strong boxes. I have no clue if this is better or not than any other farming method. Uh, However, I just wanted to put the information out there, and I also found it interesting, uh, or was interested into uh, finding out the results for myself. Uh, and I thought it was fun to conduct this little experiment. Uh, if there's any other type of experiments you would like to see, please go ahead and share that. Share your thoughts in the comments. And if you are still here this far into the video, I appreciate your time, and thank you for listening. I hope you have a great day, and we'll see you in the next one.